All right, guys, I promised you that I have the rarest of the rare properties out here in Southwest Washington. We are the leading sellers of country homes. This one sits on a little over 2.5 acres. It's the quintessential log home from a fairy tale. It's 5 minutes to Hantwick Trailhead, 5 minutes to Battleground Lake State Park. It's 30 minutes to PDX, and it's just a really gorgeous quintessential setting. Check this place out. We're gonna go check out this really cool horse barn afterwards. We're gonna talk about the shop. We're just gonna talk about in general what it takes to keep a log home up and maintained. This one is instant sweat equity. It does need a little bit of work, but it is a blank canvas for your imagination. All right, enough of me talking. Let's get inside. Let me show this to you. Here we go. This is the front deck. Sipping iced tea, cold beers, sarsaparilla, while kind of watching over this front pasture. Check out this beautiful Douglas fir. There's lots of, Japanese maple, hemlock, cedar. You could take an excavator, open this up, and you'd have like a park-like setting. This is kind of the front door area. This is large. This is probably 6 by 12 out here. Honey, I'm home. It's a joke. Okay. Floor to ceiling stone fireplace. It's likely that the stone came right from this area. You can see there's an old water leak up here. Don't let that stress you guys out. That was from the old roof. They had an old cedar shake roof on this. They finally replaced it with a standing seamed roof. But just look up. Look at the vaulted ceiling in this place. Is this not totally magical? This is the great room. I'm going back out the door. I want to show you this view once more. Got these beautiful logs. You know, some of these logs have some checking. Just so you guys know, this is not structural. It's just crack as they dry, but this is called checking, okay? You'll see that throughout. Nice little bay window there, double pane windows. I'll show it to you guys from this angle over here. But it is just it's a great room. It's a great size area. This place is just around 1,300 square feet. Chris, can you put in the exact square footage for these guys, please and thank you? We're gonna head into the kitchen. What I love about this place is how insanely practical it is. Look at this car decking up here. I show this to you guys a lot, this car decking, this ceiling work here. This is, like, you could park a tank on this thing. Look at that. Solid tongue and groove 2x6 Doug fir. And it is just a really nice, functional kitchen, you know? Laminate countertops, tile floors. You know, it's basic, but it's really, really functional. Laundry through there. I'll just kind of try and show you guys that. Oh, there's the laundry. Right? Again, functional. Beautiful little deck off the back of this property. I'll just show this over to you here. If I can get doors to work today. But nice little covered veranda back here. Okay, this is probably, again, 6 by 10. You're looking out. Your neighbor is a valley, big timber tract over there. A lot of these trees you own. And again, guys, if you came in here with a brush hog or a flail and you came in here and you just opened this up, you could take out a few trees. You would have a lot of usable ground here. It's all flat, it's all usable, and it's really private. Listen. Exactly. It's quiet. It's really, really quiet. And so let's go back inside. We're going to check out the bedroom back here. They redid some carpeting. They haven't finished it yet, so forgive me for that. This is one of the bedrooms. You can see they've done some log work in this corner here. So they got to really probably restain that a little bit. So this is one bedroom, main floor, full bath, tub, shower, powder room, toilet, etc. You know, so that's always good. It just reminds me of kind of going into a cottage in North Country. That's kind of the vibe, the North Country vibe I get. A lot of these lying around, so you know these guys were serious about log homes. Look at this fireplace. This is an original Lopi. These are like some of the best wood stoves going, you know, and just look at the craftsmanship. It's just beautiful. We're going up the stairs. You know, there's 2 lights on, but there's a lot of natural light in this place as well, which again is pretty rare with these log homes. This is kind of a little loft area, storage, nook, what have you. Look at all this cedar lining. Isn't this beautiful? And then this is a big kind of what we call the 3rd bedroom of the house. They've got this in here. It's pretty neat. This is the master bedroom. Not huge, you know, it's not huge. But again, all lined in cedar. It just smells amazing in here. Look at the craftsmanship, isn't that amazing? I know it. Ensuite bathroom here. Toilet, shower. The view out this window. What else is really neat about this place, guys, is there's balconies and outdoor spaces over a lot of it. So look at this outdoor deck here. This is off the master bedroom. So imagine waking up, having a coffee, and just taking it all in. It's got a really great standing seamed roof. I told you guys I'd kind of give you some tips and tricks. Well, tip number 1, standing seamed roof, not open seamed. Okay. Kind of those thick beads of caulking between the logs. That's called chinking. Okay. This is the overhang or the soffit in traditional construction. Tons of receptacles I've also noticed in this house. There's receptacles everywhere. There's got plenty of power. A lot of these log homes are wall heaters. Okay. Look at this. These panes need to be replaced. The seals have blown out of them. But this goes, I'll kind of show you guys this way. This goes to the rear of the property. And look at the size of this deck. It's got a huge deck. This deck is, you know, not massive by any means, but it's, you know, plenty big to, you know, have. There's that chinking I was telling you guys about. Remember? That's that chinking. Okay. Pretty amazing stuff, actually. It's a really great product. But let's just look at this deck and kind of do an overview. So, outdoor entertaining, eating outside, etc. This is really set up for it. This killer 4-stall horse barn. Let's go look at this. This thing's straight from a movie. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? Board and batten siding. I love pointing this stuff out to you guys because you learn every video we do. And hey, before I forget, as you guys know, I am a rural realtor out here in Southwest Washington. We are the leading seller of country homes, and we are the only country home buyer and seller that's exclusively on YouTube. So like, share, subscribe, comment, email me, jared@unitedcountrynw.com. Call me on my personal cell phone, 360-612-2079. I'll get you guys set up. I can give you a home buyer's guide for specifically rural properties. Just call or text me. I'll send it over to you guys. All right, back to the video. Here we go. If I can get my camera to work. Got to get my camera to work first. There we go. I just found a cat in here the other day. It was alive. Don't worry, it was alive. But look at these. This is a really great little 4-stall horse barn with hay storage above us. Big stalls, removable walls, which is really important. But these have got to be, oh, I don't know, 14 by 14, 12 by 12, 14 by 14. There's some stuff in here. It's really got to be kind of cleaned up. But it's a substantial pole barn, and you got all of this hay storage up top here. So that is super handy, and it's designed for hay, which is really nice. A lot of us equestrians, we like when stuff's well laid out for us. So this is the south side of the property, so this gets a lot of sun. But as you can see, you know, look at the garden space you could have. You could have a beautiful garden over here. You could open up this canopy a little bit. It really is set up to be a cute little 2.5 acre homestead. All right, onto the shop. Chris, you, my friend, are going to put the square footage on here for these guys. Classic Ford truck there. So square footage of the barn, square footage of the shop. Don't forget the square footage of the barn doesn't include that loft area up top. Great little lean-to here. You know, I show these a lot to you guys. They're great for wood storage, dirty work, stuff like that. This is actually a really substantial shop. It's a great building, and there's a lot of value to these. You know, almost every property I sell has a shop or an outbuilding, but just, you know, look at the size of this. Steel sides, clear span framing, good cold joints, floors in good shape, everything you want to see on a decent little outbuilding. So, you know, this is classic, just classic. So, you know, the reality is, guys, for under $650,000, you can get a stunning log home. You can get a decent shop, nice little 4-stall horse barn. You're right in the epicenter of the Lewis River Rec area. You got Lucia Falls just down the road. And if you're an equestrian, you trailer up, you're like less than 5 minutes to Hantwick Trailhead. And from there you have miles and miles and miles of riding. So look at this view. And this just magical. I just love these quintessential country homes. All right, we're now gonna show you north, south, west. We're gonna now set you up here with the west pasture, kind of west area. There is probably enough room on here if you were to clean up some trees to pasture 2 horses. Probably not much more than that. You could push it a little bit, but you'd really want to clean up some of this kind of overgrowth and scrub. It's private, by the way. Look at this, guys. Look at this. That's my truck over there parked off the side. Isn't this nice and private? Huge yards and, like I say, pasture areas. Trees are starting to bloom here in North Clark. But I just think this place is so neat. You know, I drove by this place for 2 years, and it's really kind of by happenstance that I got this listing. This particular seller checked out, you guessed it, our YouTube videos and went, man, we just need someone with a unique approach to sell this and bring the right types of buyers. And as you guys know, if you're watching my channel, I can almost guarantee you like unique properties, and you are the opposite of cookie cutter. So here we go. It looks like I don't have a visitor. I wish this was my visitor. A U-Haul truck. Come on here, empty your stuff. This is your new home. But anyways, yeah, opposite of unique. They only make one of these, and you know, this is actually probably one of the few log houses in Clark County. There's not a lot of them out here. So also check out this road. This is your, not road, but this is your driveway. It's fully gated. Goes all the way around. In the old days, it was a full horseshoe. So again, with the work of an excavator, an afternoon, and a few cases of beer, you'd have yourself a horseshoe driveway again. And then you're just on this private road. And I'm telling you, from here, it's just territorial views and wildlife. You know, you could almost feed deer from your back deck on this property. And this property, what's really cool, you guys can't see it because there's so many trees, but it's divided 50-50. So you got 50% over here and then 50% over here. So imagine opening all that space up. You'd be doubling the size of your usable space by just clearing some underbrush and getting rid of just a few of these trees. And some of these are mature, so they're probably ready to go pretty soon. Guys, this is your view from the entrance of your road. Look at this view. Look at the territorial view. Big blue skies. Is that not awesome? Basket flat road. Classic quiet road to be on. The country broker right there. And this is how you enter your homestead. Short gravel driveway, trees. It's so beautiful. It's so recreational, which is nice. This is the vacation. All right, guys, there you have it. That is the quick rundown of this awesome log home on 2.5 acres just outside of Battleground, Washington. I mentioned Battleground Lake State Park. Click here for that video. It's epic. It goes over the whole park, the lake, the horse facilities, the trails. You got to check it out. And I cannot wait to go on this next adventure with you guys. Cheers.